wanted to post this up here. It has nothing to do with a scandal or a mystery, but it just makes me so angry. I'm going to put it on all my outlets. First, I want to tell you, I have learning disabilities like millions of other people. It doesn't mean anything. It just means you learn from left to right. I learn from right to left. I graduated with honors from my master's program. I make a good living being a writer, but I just learned that it takes me time to learn things, and I learn them in an untraditional manner, which is why I relate to this poor girl. Her name was Julia Pernsteiner. She was at Florida Jacksonville University. I'm going to restrain myself. The track and field coach there, his name was Ron Gregg, Grigg. He allegedly, the lawyer tells me I have to use that word, fat shamed this poor girl. He mocked her, and then he cut her from the runners team. And she went to the school officials and said, can you help me with this? Nobody answered her, so she died of suicide. She had learning disabilities. It affects your reading, writing, spelling. Arithmetic is a nightmare. By the way, you're never really going to need any of that stuff they're teaching you. And by the way, and if you make enough money, they got guys who actually paid attention. You can hire them. But anyway, she ran track. It's an outlet. It helped her in her academic studies. It helps you. I wrestled and lifted weights, so it helps you to focus. I'm not a psychologist. I can't explain why. It just does. So anyway, her teammates recalled that this Greg guy took special this is a quote, special satisfaction in humiliating Julia, referring to her as, quote, retarded and the slowest effing runner on the team and unable to wipe your own ass. So Julie endured this guy's ridicule for 2 years. 2 years. And that included comments to her face and behind her back. He sent them in texts, he sent them in emails, according to the lawsuit. So Julie spoke to her teammates, and they detailed similar run-ins with this Ron Gregg, who lives in Florida, Grigg, who was a, quote, oppressive, threatening, bullying, condescending, and demanding to many of the young women on the team, the lawsuit alleges. In September 2021, he threw her off the team. There is no reason he threw Julie off the team. None was given. He just threw her off the team. She was devastated, as you can imagine, so she sent emails to the university's athletic director, and she said, quote, that she relies on, I rely on the athletic academic to help me do well, and asked what she could possibly do to get back on the team, as though she had done something wrong in the first place. Apparently her record on the team wasn't really all that bad. She says, I just don't know where to go from here. I would like to stay and work on improving my grades. I just am not able to do it by myself. I know what that's like. I'm looking forward for advice on how to proceed. No one responded to her email. This makes me pissed off. Then she spiraled, this is a quote, into desperation and depression. I get that. She took her life a short time later. I'm restraining myself, but I can't begin to explain to you. I hope the family is sued, and I certainly hope this guy, if they're found guilty, if they find for the family, that this guy gets fired and he never work in education with any children again. These girls in college, they're 22, 23. You're still a kid. Your brain is still forming. They don't need a guy like that making them feel like garbage. The world will do that to you eventually. They don't need this guy getting paid to do it. It just makes... I'm going to stop now because I'm getting... All right. I just wanted to let you know about that.